Big surprise that SmackDown sucked. So let's get right to it. So we start off with a shitty Sheamus promo. Sheamus is talking about getting sweaters and a lifetime supply of sunscreen. You know, the jokes about his skin tone are so fucking 2009, 2010. Big Show comes out. Sheamus wants another shot at Big Show. Why? He already has had 3 pay-per-view matches against him. Can we move on to another feud? The buy rates are down. They're in the fucking toilet. So why build towards another match? We're going to have a 4th match in a row between these guys? Holy shit. This is not Rock and Triple H. This isn't like some big awesome feud that everybody wants to see. Now I know a lot of the fucking morons here in the YWC say that their matches are classics. This is a great feud. But that's why the ratings are going down. Because you only have those fucking jabronis praising this shit. Everybody else is going in the other direction. That's why the buy rates are down. That's why Raw got a 2.2. All of you people fucking suck. You people who praise this fucking feud. It's never ending. It's boring. It's shitty. The Big Show can't fucking do anything in the ring. He's too slow. He's too fucking fat. He's just enormously overweight. And he doesn't do anything. It's just rest holds the whole way through in his matches. Boring, stalling shit. Booker T comes out, says that they're going to pick a new #1 contender. He's going to face Big Show tonight. So they put everybody's name in a tumbler, and they pick out a name. Whose name is it? It's fucking Santino Marella. Why even tease that this match could even happen? I mean, seriously, Santino fucking Marella? And they wonder why everybody is tuning out and considering them a joke. This company is a fucking joke. Then we get Brodus Clay defeating Primo in a pointless squash match. Now, it did have somewhat of a point because they are trying to re-push Brodus Clay. But it is pointless to do so. Didn't they spend most of the Raws, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views in 2012 trying to get this retarded-looking fat piece of shit over and failing miserably? So they started jobbing him out later on. Now all of a sudden, they're so fucking desperate that they're re-pushing him again. Why? They don't even tweet the character or anything. They're just like, oh, okay, all of a sudden we're just going to start having him win again. Nothing has changed. He wins the match. He dances around with a couple of ugly-looking children at the end. I mean, like, why the fuck are we going to all of a sudden get behind him? You're not bringing in any new viewers, as you claim. All you're doing is just driving away more. That's why you got a fucking 2.2 rating. Then we get a really shitty, unfunny comedy sketch backstage. Sheamus is trying to teach Santino the bro kick. He tells Santino that the only move that can put down the Big Show is the bro kick. Okay, so the Big Show was never put down by Stone Cold Stunner, the Rock Bottom, the Pedigree. What? Like, why are they fucking lying and saying this shit? So Santino tries to go for the bro kick and he pulls a hamstring. I didn't fucking laugh. It wasn't funny at all. He's screaming like a moron backstage. It's just fucking retarded. Like, this is really... You have to be retarded. You have to completely remove your brain, or you had to be a recipient of shock therapy to enjoy something like this. I mean, like, why are we going to find this funny? You know, WWE's under the impression that we find Santino funny. Just because, you know, a couple of kindergartners enjoy this shit, that doesn't mean it should make its way onto TV. How about the majority? The majority of us are bored fucking shitless by this garbage. Then we get Team Rhodes Scholars and Wade Barrett defeating Team Hell No and Kofi Kingston in the 6-man tag. You know, it was an okay match. It picked up a little bit at the end. But, you know, there was a lot of spots in this match where it was just slow and boring. And that's the thing. This match was like 15 minutes. So why wasn't it better? You got the best worker in there, Daniel Bryan, and somehow this match only turns out to be just half decent, just passable. Nobody is going to tune in to see just a passable match. So why couldn't this be a good match? Because they didn't want it to be a good match. And that is why they will continue to lose viewership. Then we get Ricardo Rodriguez, as he's named the new #1 contender. Why? Santino, he can't wrestle, so then they just take a fucking manager, a non-wrestler, and give him this title of #1 contender. Big Show just knocks him out, so now he's not going to wrestle. Is there a point to any of this? Seriously. Like, what is the purpose of all these backstage segments? Why is Santino being teased in the world title match if he's not going to be in the world title match? Why say that Ricardo's going to be there if he's not? You know, like, is there any fucking logic in this show? Then we get Antonio Cesaro defeating Zack Ryder. I don't see the point of this. Just job out Ryder some more, even though people like Ryder and don't like Cesaro. He's not drawing any heel heat. So why are they doing this? You know, it still remains to be seen. Then we get Dolph Ziggler defeating The Miz. It was an okay match. Probably the best match of the night. But it was only passable once again. And why is this? Both of these wrestlers are actually great. I mean, The Miz, Ziggler, you've got limitless potential in both guys. You know, a lot of charisma. So why was this only okay? Well, I'll tell you why. First, they start off the match with the same shit we always see. Just simple counters, running the ropes, ducking clotheslines and shoulder blocks. Then they just reset and start doing rest holds. Then they do some drop kicks. Then they go back to the rest holds. Then Miz does like a couple of like flapjacks, like, you know, something. And then he just gets distracted, and then Ziggler just hits him with his finisher, and it's over. No one's gonna tune in to see a match that's just by the numbers. That's just halfway passable. I mean, this is, you know, I can't wait to tune in on SmackDown so I can see a halfway passable match. I mean, holy shit! Like, do they want to get ratings? Are they interested in having a good product? No, because they still want to continue on with this PG era. You know, they're so worried they don't want the match to get too frantic because it might be considered too violent for the PG rating. I mean, I don't understand this. Like, what, we're not allowed to have good matches. Then we get Sheamus defeating Brad Maddox, and I don't see the point in this. Did you really think that Maddox could beat Sheamus? Of course not. Then why are we having the fucking match? I mean, why, like, have a match that's, you know, this predictable? Like, are we supposed to know? It's bad enough that we already know, you know, like, already what's going to happen at WrestleMania months in advance. But we can't even, you know, have to wonder about the outcomes of these matches because we know what's going to fucking happen. It's so goddamn predictable. So it gets to the point that people are so sick of Sheamus that Brad Maddox is actually getting cheered for in this match. And no one is fucking cheering Sheamus. So, you know, any boos that were directed towards Sheamus, you know, because you can hear on Raw that he gets booed. On SmackDown, they edited it out, so I'm a little bit suspicious why they didn't bother editing out the Maddox chants. So, you know, that's weird. But this was just a completely by-the-numbers squash. It was nothing special. It was just stupid, pointless. Apparently, this was Maddox's last shot, but, you know, obviously he's going to come back. I mean, like, how are we supposed to, like this guy or respect him when he sounds like a damn fucking goof on the mic and he's proven that he can't do shit in the ring? I mean, you know, he probably can do shit in the ring. He's probably, of course, he's done it in the indies. But why is he not allowed to display, like, his best moves? Why couldn't he do like a couple of impressive moves on Sheamus? Because they don't want to. You know, like, why? Then we get the Usos defeating the Primetime Players. And why? Why is this on the card? Titus O'Neil, a guy who's got limitless potential. The guy has a breakout performance twice on commentary. He's funny. I'm laughing it up. The guy, you know, he's put together like a fucking bear. He's massive, muscular, everything that the WWE wants. Promo skills. He's a powerful guy. He's likable. He could be, he could be a likable heel, But what the fuck do they do? Let's not put him on commentary anymore. In fact, let's not even have him cut promos. Let's keep him silent. And just keep him in a pointless, directionless tag team in a shitty-ass tag division that ain't worth a fuck. So what do? It's basically just 2 minutes of filler so they can talk about, 2012 was a great year for tag team wrestling and the resurgence of tag team wrestling. What resurgence? Tag team wrestling is still boring as fuck. You only still got a couple of teams, and everybody else is just thrown together. Look at the fucking tag champs. Fucking team that shouldn't be together. Kane should be fucking long retired. Daniel Bryan should be a world champion, a multiple-time world champion already. He should be in the fucking main event of every single fucking show. And instead he's caught in some fucking mid-card tag team. And we're supposed to buy this concept that tag team wrestling is back with a vengeance. We're not fucking stupid unless you're fucking 8 and you don't know the history of, the Attitude Era and their fantastic tag team division. All the TLCs, Hardys, Dudleys, APA, Edge and Christian. If you never saw that shit, you might buy into this. You might even like it. But for those of us who are, old enough to remember this shit, you're not gonna like it unless you're fucking mental. Then the Shield, they cut a promo. It's one of those things on their video camera right there, and it's okay. It was probably the best promo that they've done. I'm still not crazy about the Shield. As I said, I enjoyed their match at TLC. I was attacked for not giving it fucking 5 stars. But as I said, it was like a pretty good 3.5 star match. So I am slightly, starting to like them. I loved them on the indies. I don't know who the fuck Roman Reigns is again. But, I love Tyler Black and Dean Ambrose. So yeah, it was a good promo. It reestablished them. And, they're still saying their name over and over. So that WWE, they're practically admitting there that nobody knows their names. So yeah, it was decent. Then we get the main event. It's Del Rio ends up becoming #1 contender. Why not skip all the pointless comedy and just pull his name out of the tumbler if that's just what they intended to do from the start? And it didn't even make sense. This match was like 5 minutes. It was rest holds the whole way through, and Del Rio just keeps kicking Big Show in the face. And then it just ends with Big Show walking out of the match. It didn't even look like Del Rio was much of a threat, and Big Show just walks out. Why do they keep doing this? Every single fucking Raw and SmackDown, there's guys walking out of matches. Why do they want to portray these wrestlers as fucking pussies? Especially if Big Show's supposed to be so unstoppable. Why is he walking out of matches? Sheamus comes to the rescue or whatever and starts beating on him. They call for the bell. I don't know, disqualification, no contest. It was never, stated. Then, earlier in the night, Big Show had made a couple of cracks about the locker room. So everybody's all butthurt and they come out and they start beating up on Big Show. It ends with Del Rio and Sheamus just hitting their kicks on Big Show to end a shitty fucking show. Just like everything on this show could have never happened, and it wouldn't have even mattered. They could have went from Raw to Raw, because nothing at all on this episode of SmackDown affected the future of WWE. It was just fucking pointless. Fucking pointless, man. I mean, not every match was bad. As I said, you had a couple of, okay ones on there. But it was just stupid. And the comedy was pointless. And this whole thing about the number one contender is just foolish. And I'm not happy about Sheamus and Big Show going on for another month. Why are they having a fourth match? Fourth match in a row. This is fucking pointless. WWE has got to get their shit together. Because in 2013, if they don't fucking step it up, they're going out of business.